Hi friends, hi family, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about 4 most common mistakes couples do before they get married. If you are single, if you are a single man, single lady, please, it is time for you to grab your pen and paper because you will want to jot down something that will help you in the nearest future, because obviously you will one day get married. If you are a couple, I'm sure you made one or two of these mistakes. Some make all, okay? There are some couples that these 4 things I will be listing now, they made all of them. They did all the mistakes. You will not want to do the same mistakes. I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3, or all of these mistakes have led to serious marital challenges and crises that even led to divorce of so many couples. Okay, you will not want to be in a marriage and later get divorced because of 1 or 2 or all of these 4 reasons. Okay, so please, you need to listen to me carefully before you start criticizing. What are your views concerning these 4 things we are going to be discussing today? Please drop your comments at the comment sections and tell us what other things that you think that couples do as mistakes before they get married. Okay, so please, if you're new to my channel, please, you will want to hit the subscription button. Why not click the notification bell so that anytime I upload video, you are going to be the first to be notified. Some people told me that they find it difficult to subscribe. If you find it difficult to subscribe, please and please be patient. Take the name of my channel, go to the YouTube search bar, search me. When you see me, you can easily subscribe. The name of my channel is Marvel Anyako. That is my name. That is my Facebook name. You can get me on Facebook. Okay, so the very first mistake I am going to talk about is premarital testing. Yes, most couples do this particular mistakes. These mistakes, like I said, have led couples to divorce. This mistake have placed couples in psychological torture, financial torture, has made children to be body shaming. These particular 4 mistakes have made children to see themselves not relevant in the society. Yeah, because of their conditions. So the very first thing I'm going to be talking about is premarital testing. What is premarital testing, if you may want to ask me? Premarital testing are series of tests that you and your wife to be or your husband to be, you go to the hospital and you take some series of tests as a result. Okay, because you want to get married, to see your compatibility, to see the level of your blood, if it matches with your partner. So many people did this premarital testing so that they were not compatible to get married and they separated. Let me tell you something before I will start explaining. Please, let us not take love and say, no, we love each other, no, we love each other, we cannot do without each other. Let me tell you something. If you think that love is the only reason why you get married to someone, then there will be a time in your life that the love you have for the person cannot even withstand the pressure, cannot even withstand the psychological torture, the psychological torment. And sometimes you find these couples divorcing. Do you think that the couples that have divorced today did not love themselves? It is because they did not take into consideration that there will be a time that other things comes first in their lives. Yes, There'll be a time where other thing comes first in their lives. There'll be a time where their peace, their happiness will come first in their life. But because they could not have those happiness, because they did not do the premarital testing, they will see that they have no happiness, they have no joy. Just for example, okay, like I said, these are series of tests that you do before you get married with your partner. The reason why a couple will want to do this premarital testing is the fact that they will not want to bring children with hereditary diseases to the earth. You will not want to bring children with hereditary diseases, children that are sickler, children that you will be taking them every day to the hospital. Every day you cannot save money, you cannot build houses, you cannot even pay their school fees, you cannot do anything. Every day you are carrying them to the hospital. Every day you are sleeping in the hospital. My dear, that is not the kind of life you wish for yourself. You might say, no, we love him. I am telling you that there will be a time where you will be fed up with the love because you are suffering, you are tortured. Because some men will abandon you in that situation. They will abandon you with those children. They will go and look for another woman that they can get married to and bring healthy children to the world. So it is better to have a broken engagement. It is better to have a broken boyfriend-girlfriend relationship than to have a broken marriage. Yes, in the hospital, we have seen so many cases where men abandon the women with the children, with those sickle cell children, because they could not take it anymore. Every day they are in the hospital. Every day they are doing blood transfusion. Every day they are looking for donor. Every day you will be tired. I'm telling you, you will be tired. Yes, you will be tired. You will be tired. Because when you just meet somebody that love, everything is judging, you think that is the end of, my dear, marriage is more than that. Yes. So some of the premarital testing we have the basic package. Under the basic package, we have full blood count, we have blood grouping. You need to know your blood group before you go into any marriage. Do you know why? Yes, you can be A negative or A positive while your wife is A negative. Negative here is the rhesus factor. Because when you have your blood group, there are 4 kinds of blood group. You have A, you have B, you have AB, and you have O. You can either be any of these blood group and be positive, or you are negative. It's not HIV. Please don't misquote me. You can either be A negative or A positive. That is your blood group. 90% of the world population is positive blood grouping, but we have very few people that are that they have negative blood group. A wife that has a negative blood grouping could give birth to a first child that is normal, but her subsequent children will be sicklers. In fact, they will not even reach, they will just keep dying immediately after childbirth. They will keep dying. Have you ever seen a situation where they term a woman, wish woman, you the born or your picking the chop and who wish? The woman will say, I am innocent. I don't know what is happening to me. I am innocent. This is a situation. Yes, it is a situation, because you will give birth to children that has a particular condition that they call hemolytic disease of the newborn. But if you and your wife go into testing and you find out that your wife is negative blood group, you will be aware, and the doctor will tell you this condition has treatments. So the doctor will place your wife on series of injections when she gives birth, especially when she delivers the first baby. They will place her on that medication. They call it antigen D 48 hours. It is not exceeding 48 hours after delivery, she will be given a shot of that injection. Thereby, she can give birth to subsequent children without no problem. But in this case, if you don't know, she'll keep giving birth to children and they keep dying. They keep dying. They keep dying. So, there will be problem in that marriage. They will send you the wife packing that you are a witch. In African society, you will want to give birth to a child that you know your genotype. Are you AA? Okay. Are you AS? Are you SS? Go to the hospital. Know your genotype test. Your genotype result. Do your genotype test. You will not want to be AA and get married to somebody who is SS. Wrong combination. You will not want to be SS and get married to somebody that is SS or AS. Wrong combination. A very good combination is when somebody marries when you are AA and your wife is AA. Very good combination. You will give birth to children that will have no trace of sickle cell. You can be AA and your wife is AS. You will give birth to children that they will be AA. You will give birth to some children that will be AS. They will just be carriers, but they will not be sicklers. So please be wise. Another reason why you will want to do premarital testing is you will have to do fertility testing. Yeah, fertility test. You want to do all hormonal tests, both man and woman. They will do you hormonal testing to see if your hormones are okay, to see if your womb is okay, to see if you have any hormonal imbalance. If you have them, you will be placed on treatment, and when you get married, you will not have any issue of giving birth. Okay, so it is very, very important. You will want to know your STIs or STDs result. You want to know if you're suffering from HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis. Those are part of the premarital testing. Yes, they will do it. You have to do it. If you're positive, you take treatment, especially the ones that are curable, like gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydia. They are curable, but HIV is not curable. I have seen cases in the hospital where couples came for their premarital testing and the wife was positive for HIV. That was the only result that came out positive. The man decided to get married to his wife. Yes. I came across another case. A man that was positive, they came for the test. The man was positive, the wife was negative. They decided to get married. They got married, they gave birth to children. Their children are healthy. Why? They were aware of their conditions. They took precautions, and their children are negative. That is a reason for premarital testing. They will do you chromosomal testing. You will check your chromosomes. Oh yes. Because there are children that have chromosomal defects. It's because you did not check your chromosomes. So your children might have chromosomal defects. It's a problem. They will term the wife to be a witch. I'm telling you. So please go for your checkup. Another mistake couples do before they get married is premarital counseling. Please, I beg you. If you want to get married, see a counselor, a marriage counselor. Somebody who is a marital counselor is somebody who has successfully been in marriage for 20-25 years and above. That person would tell you, I succeeded in my marriage, not because we did not have problems, but I knew the reasons, or I know the techniques on how to come out of those problems. So a marriage counselor will help you, will guide you on the path through a successful marriage. They will counsel you that there will be a time in your life where your marriage will have crisis. The love you're experiencing for each other now should not confuse your brain for you to think that there will not be crisis. One day you might sit in your home and your husband comes with a woman who is pregnant, or Your wife impregnate a girl outside. If you did not go for premarital counseling and they prepared your mind that you will one day find this, you will one day sit at home and your husband does not come back from work, your husband goes and sleeps somewhere else. If you are not educated, if you are not counseled, you can commit suicide at that moment. I'm telling you, so many women that committed suicide, if you ask them, maybe that night their husband did not return home and they thought that was the best thing to do. But somebody that is fully aware of marital challenges, that there'll be a time that you could see a woman calling your husband, a woman could even come to your home to visit your husband. You have all those ideas ringing in your head. My dear, when you face that situation, you will handle it and you will come out victoriously. Why? Because somebody that has passed through all those situations has counseled you how she managed or how he or she managed to walk through. So marital counseling is very, very important. I'm telling you, it's important. Okay? Yes. And lastly, we are going to talk about the fourth thing that people do before they get married is that they don't talk about it. The fourth mistakes people do is that they don't talk about it. That's the title. Ask me, what don't they talk about? They don't talk about many things and it becomes a problem in their marriage. They don't talk about how many kids they will want to get. So woman don't born 3 pikin, man pikin dey say, ma, how far? You know they carry belle, wetin happen? And the woman said, no, 3 is okay. And they start arguing, they start quarreling. It leads to a problem. They are calling this family member, they are calling the pastor, they are calling people. Something that they would have talked about it. Your wife, younger sister comes to the house and your husband is so angry, he's so pissed up, he's so angry that he could not even, in fact, he's so angry. This is something that you should have talked about it before you got married. Honey, now we are planning to live together. What do you think? Do you think that our family members have free liberty to come visit, to come stay with us? No, I don't think so. I think that my family is my wife, my children. Anybody who needs financial help, we help the person from a distance. Okay, it's okay by me. It's something you talked about it, so there is no need boggling your husband. Now, my younger sister wants to come and stay. My younger sister, no, you will not even bring it up because you have already talked about it, seal it, and put a final conclusion. Yes, you have already talked about it. So there are so many things that you need to talk about it before you say, yes, I do. There are some people who need their space. You should not walk into your husband's house. Your husband is showing you another room. My wife, that is your room. This is my own room. I need my space. And you say, no, this man is hiding something. This man is hiding something. You did not talk about it. So you should talk about it. You have a child before that marriage, talk about it. Not that a faithful day your wife or your husband is sitting very happily and you say, honey, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. I get picking, oh, that picking they 10 years. And I don't know, as I tell you, they can blow your eye for Africa, eh? They can give you one eye. You go turn one eye ninja because your husband go punch you. Your wife that they can cry for Africa. I'm telling you because you did not talk about it. But when you met, you were just busy talking about preparing for marriage. You did not have time to talk about it. Talk about all those things. Talk about them. When you talk about them, it reduces the pressure in the home. It reduces the pressure in the marriage. Talk about it, how you want to handle your finances. Do you want to have joint account or separate account? Talk about it. Yes, because money don't chakara plenty married too. I put my 20 million in that account. I put my 10 million in that account. I put my 5,000 in that account. I put my 20,000 in that account. I am not seeing the money. My wife, what happened to the money? Oh yeah, pack your kako. Talk about it oh. It's very important. If not, you go fall inside whole njengu. So today we have come to an end of this series. Please like, comment, share this with a single sister or a single brother out there, because they really need to hear this information so that your marriage will be heaven on earth. Subscribe, leave your contribution at the comment section. I remain Marvel. Bye from this end.